Or
some
model,
people
though.
think you guys have more talent than the team that won the Super Bowl. And when you look around this room, obviously you have to bring that together, and that thing is.
Yeah, I mean that's all on paper, So we have fun in what is it, June now, talking about what team is better. But this team in this locker room haven't won a game yet, so we'll temper that for now.
The motto, everything matters, especially for the younger guys in this locker. How should this nucleus take that serious?
I mean, everything does. When you talk about the margins of winning and the margins of improving as a player and as a team, once you become good, it's all about those small things. And missing the mark, just by an inch, while it doesn't seem big in that moment, when you rack up, day after day after day, you really put yourself behind. And the same thing when it comes to getting better, just those small increments. And so when we're trying to figure out how to put ourselves at the top of the league, at the end of the year with that trophy, you're looking at everything. And I think if somebody told you that if you did everything, you get a trophy, then you do everything. So it's not that simple, but that's a part of it.
What are examples of those small things?
I think a lot of those things don't take talent at all, and so we talk about preparation, your enthusiasm when you come out here, attention to detail, communicating, how you taking care of your body, studying. Are we spending time with each other outside of the building? Are you getting your rest? Are you hydrated? All of these things. You can look at anything, and we say everything matters. It's everything because it takes, that's what it takes to win in this league.
Have you seen progress on that front with younger guys?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of these guys now, I've been here long enough where I've seen them, come in as rookies, and now they're in their third and fourth year, and they're starting to kind of catch their stride as far as their routine, what they need to do to take care of their bodies. Even Carson, I think, is learning a little bit more now how to take care of his body, and just some small things that guys are changing up about their routines, and that's the mark of having a culture where guys are accountable not only to themselves but the locker room.
Malcolm, I wanted to ask you about two off-season changes in the NFL. One being the mental health initiative that the NFL and the NFLPA came up with, where there's going to be a mental health specialist in each facility.
Yeah,
That's the first one.
I think that's very much needed. I know we had a woman here a couple years ago with Chip, who used to come in, and then once Chip wasn't here, I know I stayed in contact with her. That's actually my therapist at this point, so I talk to a therapist every week. And I know, the importance of that, and especially the more and more we learn about mental health and kind of how widespread some of the struggles are, especially in our sport. I think it's essential to kind of have those resources available kind of daily.
And the second one is probably affect defensive backs, and that's the changes to instant replay when it comes to pass interference. What are your thoughts on how that may impact the game?
I think it's going to be horrible for the game. I think it'll be bad. I mean, it's not every day we get a call like the one that sparked this desire for the rule. But I don't like slowing down the game, and when everything in slow motion, looks worse. And so if you can't, if it's probably a bang play in real time, do we want to break it down to microseconds to see if somebody made contact split second earlier or not? Those things I think hurt the game.
You could call it. You could call it on just about any.
That sounds good right now. We'll see how that.
But I mean, you could call interference, right, on just about any play, right?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So unfortunately, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it will play out. It may not be a big deal, or it may be. It just depends. Because I think it's not, the emphasis isn't solely on the actual two players going up for a ball. It could be somebody on the other side of the field who wasn't, involved with the actual outcome of the play. Are they going to call it just as much for offensive guys as defensive guys? We'll see. That always, usually first couple of preseason games we'll probably be upset at the way it's getting called, and by the time we get to the season, hopefully it won't ruin the game.
Doug said he told you guys kind of clear your mind and get away from football. Is that easy or hard to do for you?
At this point, I've kind of got that down packed. I mean, you really, at this point in time, never really stray too far away. Go on a trip or 2 here or there. But, you know, this is when you're kind of training the most, getting ready for training camp. You know, because next time we come back, we're here. The journey kicks off.
Malcolm, Sunday's Father's Day. I know that's a role that you take very personally.
Yep.
What does that mean to you?
You know, I'm the father of two daughters, and I recognize what I mean, you know, to them, and how much they look up to me and watch what I do. So it's you know, I feel honored, and you know, it's extreme sense of responsibility when it comes to, you know, to them and making sure that they're good, that they get the best, that they learn from me and see kind of the things that I'm doing. So yeah, it's one of the besides football, it's one of those things that brings me joy.
You want to make sure you're mentally prepared first, and secondly, you want to make sure you're physically prepared for this journey.
Is that easy to do, to say you're going to just shut it off for a couple of days? Is that easy to do?
I mean, excuse me. Sorry. No, it's not. It's definitely not easy to do. But at the end of the day, the older you get in this game, the more you understand why you should do it.
Doug's message, everything matters. You won a Super Bowl. How important is that? How much do you think that's going to resonate through this room this year?
I mean, think about this, for instance. Think about you guys. Don't y'all want to feel that feeling again? Don't you want to be in Miami with the hey? So at the end of the day, we all think like that, you know, and everything matters. That experience, that feeling, you know, we just, you know, we got to just take one foot forward and take it one step at a time and understand the task at hand.
So are you suggesting that you're motivated to get shredded down in Miami? Because I would. Like I said, and that's what I would do. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I'll caddy for you, man. I'll caddy for you.
You know, I would tell you this: we motivated to do something special. So at the end of the day, we just got to put our best foot forward and understand the grind and understand the task at hand.
You've been around Doug now for a little while.
Yeah.
How has he matured as a coach, and what is his message now compared to maybe when you first saw him as a rookie coach?
It brings you back to his question. You know what I'm saying? So it brings you back to his question. He understands, wants to feel that feeling again. So therefore, he knows what it takes to get there. And as players, we have to understand what it takes to get there and get there.
Vinny, is the vibe the second time around the same in this building as it was before?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that comes from the top down, though. You know that. That comes from the top down. But at the end of the day, you know, we got a couple weeks off. You know, like I said, I'm gonna take my little 3 or 4 days, spend most time with my family as I can, and then it's back to the grind mode because, like I said, we all want to feel that feeling come February.
And how about with Phillip as the D-line coach? What's different up there? Is he stressing any sort of technique difference? Is there a lot?
I mean, one thing you can't teach is experience. Phil played 15 years in this league. You know, he's a great coach. You know, it was well-deserved, man. So happy for him. And at the end of the day, as players playing for him, we don't want to disappoint.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have opportunities. I wouldn't say there's really much pressure just because of the fact that you said we have so many targets to go through, we have so many things to do. If one of us doesn't get open, it'll probably go to the other one. So I think it's going to be exciting. I think we should have a really good red zone offense this year, and is excited to go out there and make plays with all those guys.
Does having that 12 personnel in there and having Zach on the field with you, does that open up more opportunities for you than you'd have if you were the only tight end on the field?
Yeah, I think so. You know, anytime you have someone like Zach or, you know, Elshon out there or D-Jack, they're going to be holding the safeties. They're going to be taking double teams. So, therefore, you'll have more one-on-one matchups, things like that. So, it's definitely a big benefit having Zach in the room for everything, just as well as all the other players on the team.
Through the first 6 weeks or last 6 weeks of practice, how do you think your role is going to change next year? Do you have any hints yet from what you've seen?
Nothing too much, you know, just kind of getting everybody learning the offense. You know, this is the time to just kind of improve on your fundamentals, making sure you understand the offense. I think when the season comes, depending on who we're playing, is what we're going to be able to do.
Every time we've met with the coaches, they've praised your what you're doing here in the offseason. How do you best assess where your mind's at, where your body's at?
You know, I just kind of came back trying to prove myself, you know, that I should be on the field, you know, trying to make sure I know the offense as well as I can, and just going out there every day and competing, trying to win the best I can. So I had a lot of fun out here this 6 weeks, so really excited for this season.